Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video will be about basic positively charged amino acids. This group contains the last three remaining amino acids. They include lysine, arginine, and histidine. To remember these three, I had to come up with a phrase for myself because the acronym didn't work. The phrase I came up with was K-less run hard. I found that this helped me to equate the letter K as the one-letter abbreviation for lysine. If this doesn't work for you, feel free to make your own acronym or phrase using the tips that I've included at the end of this video. In normal physiological conditions, these three amino acids would be protonated since they are basic. This is what gives the amino acid a net positive charge, making them positively charged. All right, let's look at their structures. Lysine. Lysine contains one of the longest straight chain R groups. It contains 4 carbon atoms in the side chain backbone, and it ends with a nitrogen atom that acts as a hydrogen acceptor. Because it has this relatively long carbon chain, it might be a little easier to commit the structure to your memory because of the really long carbon chain and the nitrogen atom at the end. Next, we have arginine. The R group of arginine is similar to lysine in that it has a comparably long, straight side chain. But it also has 2 nitrogen atoms in the backbone of the side chain and 1 nitrogen atom double bonded to the last carbon atom of the side chain. Therefore, this is sufficiently different from lysine in order to differentiate the two and identify them correctly. And finally, we have histidine. Histidine is one of the easier amino acids to remember because it has a ring structure at the end of the R group. It does not contain a benzene ring, so you know it's not one of the aromatic amino acids. The other amino acid that may look somewhat similar to histidine is proline. Remember, the last amino acid of GAVLI-MP, the aliphatic amino acids. However, they are different in that the ring structure formed in proline is made by the R group forming a bond with the amino group of the amino acid, while the ring structure formed in histidine stands alone and is made of 3 carbon atoms and 2 nitrogen atoms. As I mentioned before, you don't have to memorize all these amino acids as you are not required to recreate them from memory. So what you need to be able to do is to see the structure and identify it. However, make sure that you know the structures in all the forms that chemical compounds could be represented. So you see the Lewis structure as line structures or as wedged dash line structures as well. Before I end the video, here are some tips for you to remember the amino acids better. Make an acronym or a phrase to remember the amino acids for each group. If you're making an acronym, consider using the single letter abbreviations to minimize confusion on exam day. If you are producing a phrase, make sure that the first letter of the word in these phrases refer to the single letter abbreviations to minimize confusion as well. Try to make acronyms or phrases that are personal to you, funny, and are wild. This helps you to remember them better. And lastly, use the acronyms and phrases often to make sure that you remember them. I used to play this amino acid matching game for a few minutes every day to make sure they were fresh in my mind. I'll include a link to that game in the description section below in case any of you want to try that out too. That's it for this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe as that helps the channel out a lot. Click the video on the left-hand side to learn about the next class of amino acids. If you want to learn about all the 20 amino acids at the same time, please click the video on the right. See you next time. Bye!